What did the Sixers show you in the last two games?
They're the better team. They're the 3 seeds, the Nets are the 6 seed. I think a lot of people put too much value in the Nets stealing game 1 on the Sixers court. They have no answer for Joel Embiid. And if he can stay healthy, it was going to be a tall task. They missed their opportunity. They stole game 1, and then in game 3, if I'm not mistaken, Joel Embiid did not play. And I think the Nets took their foot off the gas because they looked and saw their best player isn't playing, and they underestimated them. And they got it handed to them. This game, Skip, when you look at it, this could easily be 2-2. Because the Mike Scott, they hit that 3 in the corner after Joel Embiid mishandled the ball and pushed it to him, and Mike Scott hit a 3-point shot. That was the same Mike Scott that threw up a dud in game 1. And everybody's like, well, why is Mike Scott shooting all these shots? You see how close it is? So the Sixers has really shown me anything. Look, they got 3 of the best players in the series on one team. If you look at the Brooklyn Nets, D'Angelo Russell had an unbelievable season. I believe he should be most improved. But he's not better than Jimmy Butler. He's not better than Joel Embiid. He's not better than Ben Simmons. So one team has 3 of the best players, the starting 10, that takes the court. Now, the question is, moving forward, Joel Embiid only played 31 minutes. He missed game 3. Is this going to be a reoccurring thing, Skip, where he misses game as these playoffs progress? Or is he going to be limited about his minute total? Because you're not beating Milwaukee, you're not beating Toronto, and you're not beating Boston if Joel Embiid can't give you 35-plus minutes and does not miss a game.
By the way, you're just about to have a conflict here because didn't you, as did I, think that the Sixers were the best team in the East? Didn't you pick them to win?
I did.
So now you've jumped on the bandwagon of number 2 up in Toronto, so you're about to be in a fix, right? You're about to be in big trouble because you're going to have to pick somebody. Who are you going to pick?
Skip.
That monster up in,
What I said.
Did you see that guy yesterday? Oh, did you see him?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Do you believe if Joel Embiid misses games or is limited in his minutes total, they can beat any of the 3 remaining teams that we think is going to be in the playoffs?
From this moment on, he cannot miss any more games, and I fear that he will.
Okay.
So I'm with you. But I still like this team and this starting 5 the best of any team left in the East. And it's about to get real good in the East, even without LeBron James in the playoffs. But what did I see? I saw a lot of things from the Sixers. I saw Ben Simmons emerge in game 3, and that was, we talked about that on, wasn't it Friday? Yeah. He was highly impressive. He scored 31. And then Joel bounces back, and he backs his up with 31 on Saturday, along with 16 rebounds and 7 assists and 6 blocks. That was an MVP-like performance.
Yeah, they got no answer for him. Allen is tall enough, but he doesn't have enough bricks in his back pocket.
No, he doesn't.
Joel Embiid is 300 pounds. He can't do anything with that.
Plus, I just like what he's made of, and I know he hasn't quite grown up yet, but when he decides, as he did Saturday, this is my house now. I'm going to take this house over. He just took that house over. And remember, after Jimmy Butler foolishly decided to engage with Jared Dudley, and I know Jared very well, and Joel's basically right. After the game, he said he's a nobody. Well, he's a somebody in the NBA, but he's basically a nobody that Jimmy Butler shouldn't go get into it with and get himself thrown out. So that was a little...
But that's a good trade-off for the Nets.
I would say it's a great trade-off.
That's a good trade-off for the Nets,
and remember, at
Jared Dudley for Jimmy Butler.
And remember, at that point, the Nets were up 7 points, middle of the third quarter, and it looked dire for Philadelphia. And the rest of the way, mid-third through the fourth, Joel Embiid scored 18 more points. That'll work. And again, Mike Scott hit 2 huge shots. And looking at the Jared Allen play, I get it. It was a point of emphasis this year, if we could see it again. Yeah. Tobias Harris.
That's a flagrant.
It's not flagrant. No, I'm talking about the Jared Allen when he just, Tobias Harris reaches out near the top of the circle and grabs him a little bit. And he impedes him. So I get it. It should have been a foul. They're in the penalty. They're in the bonus. So would he have been able to make both free throws to tie the game? He was a 70% free throw shooter. I don't know.
Skip, I hate that. Skip, I hate that. I really hate that report. Because he's not going to play the game over. You know, we can't get that back. All you do is open up a wound that hasn't even started to heal yet. Why do that? Why? Oh, he should have been. They didn't call it.
Yep.
I don't want no transparency. I know my eyes saw.
I'm just not sure if I'd been one of those refs, I would have blown the whistle on that because I don't think it changed the play. Then Jared Allen does get the pass right on time, but Philly had collapsed all over it, and he couldn't get the ball up, and then he lost the ball. And I didn't think they fouled him under the basket, so I didn't have a big problem with it. But I did have a problem with Jimmy Butler getting into it with a Jared Dudley. Look, I know Jared, the last thing he wants to do is fight anybody. Trust me on this. He is a lover, not a fighter. He wants no part of nobody, but it was a shrewd move for him to go and just shove Big Joel and make it all happen. He
but
detonated.
Skip, you notice Joel Embiid is that big kid. He's always into it, and then when he's always looking around like, what, who, me? He's always, remember, he gets into it with everyone. And the first thing he does is throws his hands out like, what did I do? I'm just standing here. Nah, bro, you know what you did. And you know why Jared Dudley came and pushed you. Because you tomahawk chop.
I don't know if he tomahawked. Did he get all ball? I thought he got all ball. He might have gotten a little face in the process, but he got ball.
Yeah, he got his
Yeah,
he got his ball face. Yeah, he was well clean shaven. So he's Skip, you know that man he tried to rake the ball. He hit that man across the. Look at it. Come on, Skip.
I'm not sure about that. And what Jared was most offended by was that in the previous game's post game, you know, he laughed about it. He was trying to actually apologize for it, but he was chuckling, and Ben Simmons got him laughing, and they felt disrespected. Yeah. So anyway,
so you know you're not going to Skip after that elbow to the very same guy, and then the chuckle in the post game. You know, no one is going to give you the benefit of the doubt, even if you were just basically trying to make an honest play on the ball. You're not getting that benefit of the doubt.
Probably not, but still believe Joel Embiid is the best player in the East, and I think he proved it in the biggest picture on Saturday. Yeah, I'll take it.
But he can't miss any games. And he only played 31 minutes. You know, come playoff time, those minutes normally for your best players, they tick upwards. You're in the 37, the 38. You look at these guys that's playing, they 40 minutes, 41 minutes. That's where he's going to have to be. I'm sorry. If they're going to get to where they ultimately want to be.
I got it.
And if they want to...
Well, maybe number 2 will decide that his thigh hurts and he'll miss it. Well, does he not have a history?
Feels realistic.
No, he has no history.
He doesn't have a history?
What about the playoffs?
And it's finally feeling better.
What playoffs?
Finally.
I'm so glad that it
finally.
What
playoffs? He missed the whole playoffs for San Antonio.
Oh.
He was hurt.
It's hurt. Yeah, it's
that
tough.
Thigh.
Well, hey, Joel, we don't
thigh bruises, man, them things linger.
Those things linger for 2 years. They're impossible to heal.
They just take forever. Guys, you know what? We've been talking about this so much. The NFL draft
Here we go.
is just 3